Okay, before I do the introductions, let me just say hats off to T90 and any other streamer that streams for hours and hours and hours. I don't even know how many hours I've been streaming at this point, or not streaming, casting. But I can tell you the fatigue is real, and the brain farts are real, like I just had one there. But I'm dedicated on knocking out these videos because I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to do them again or do them because I don't have a whole lot of free time right now. So, with that being said, we have another video with the Ludog playing as the Portuguese on a water map. And he is from the UK. And his opponent is Du Otto, playing as the Vikings. And he is from Germany. Now, between these two civs, and I actually do enjoy playing the Portuguese, but between these two civs, I really enjoy playing the Vikings. Strong economy on land, strong warships on the water with their longboats. Just love playing Vikings. But when it comes to a 1v1 Vikings versus Portuguese, I'm going to have to give it to the Portuguese in strength and just counters as well. And the reason why is the Vikings do not get the fire ship. So that means if they're going to go for early water control, they have to go for the war galleys. And war galleys are not as strong and not as good as fire ships. Let's speed it up a little bit as I talk. So, the Portuguese are probably going to start out with fire ships. That's just a smart thing to do. And the only thing that the Vikings are going to be able to do is build war galleys until they get to castle. So when they get to castle, they get longboats, which I love longboats. One of my favorite ships units to play with. But the problem is, Portuguese get the caravels. And the caravels are probably the best counter to longboats. Other than surrounding them with like fire ships maybe, but those are hard to do. You have to have fast fire ships. But the caravels, that's it. The counter to the Viking longboats. So I feel like not only in feudal, but also castle and in imp, Portuguese have the correct answer to whatever the Viking player can put out on water. So with that being said, if I was the Viking player, I would not go heavy into fishing ships because you're not going to be able to protect them, at least for a while. So what I would do if I was the Vikings player is I would try and build safe farms close to my TC, and then build other TCs that are further in the map, closer into the middle of the island. That way I can build as many safe farms as possible and really use the Viking eco bonus for the free wheelbarrow, handcart, etc. And try and really prioritize getting my eco going. And then I would go with either Arbless or maybe some knights. They don't have bloodlines, but something strong. I said Arbless, I meant crossbows. And make a landing. Because you're gonna have a hard time fighting on water without overwhelming numbers. And if you do fight longboats versus caravels, you're going to need to try and do a hit and run and keep your longboats as spread out as possible so that the caravels do not get that pass-through damage, as blue encircles these war galleys. And he's just pushing them back. I mean, Red really should have focused on taking out one of them. Instead, both of them are very weak, and just the Navy is going down. The fishing ships are going down. And this is what I was saying, like, you really can't push on water as Vikings. You need to just boom on land, let them take the sea, then build enough Navy to be able to get some transports over to maybe the top part here. And get you a little base. Well, he's maybe the bottom part here. Oh, and that's smart by the Ludog to build a freaking outpost here, because honestly, that's probably where I would try and drop them. There's not a whole lot of distance between here and here. But the other thing you got to think about is just where the Navy's at. And so the Navy is down here. He has an outpost down here. So after I boomed and got to Castle and had a little bit of an army, actually I think I would have to change my mind and go up here. But look at that. I'm so proud of you, Louis. Getting another outpost up here. Blue playing it really cautious, because if I was playing against the Blue Dog, and I have played against him several times, and I know he's a good player, that's what I would do. I'm trying to hit it with a demo there. I would try and just completely ignore water. I don't like these farms. They're too exposed. Build them next to your TC. Get into Castle, build more TCs up here, and build more safe farms. Just give up on water. It's a waste. You are not going to win water. 9. Give up. Give up on the water. Boom on land. You can do it as Vikings. Get those TCs up. I know he's getting all that delicious free fish, but just ignore it for now. You've really got to try and get him on his back foot on his own island. You've got to hit him at home. Because, I mean, look. He's got a barracks. That's it. There's no towers. There's no castle, obviously, because he's not in castle age yet. There's no military. There's a scout and a barracks. That's it. The rest is Navy. So if you were able to get somebody over here and start pumping over some units, you'd have a chance. And I'm looking, those 2 points are the 2 best points that I would land at. I'm trying to see if there's another spot I would try and land at. Maybe if I had a fishing ship, or even just any kind of ship, as a scout, not a transport because you don't want to tip them off, and I came up around here and saw that, I might come around the backside here, and there's not a whole lot. Yeah, maybe we're around here where the boar is at, which interestingly enough, Louis did not get his second boar. But yeah, maybe build some stuff around here back by the back boar here, and that would be a fantastic spot to try and, yeah, build some military units, maybe drop a castle behind the wood line, and really pressure them from the rear. Okay, good. He did build a TC that in a safe spot. I like that. But these farms are exposed. They're worthless. They'll get shot. The villagers are not going to be able to take them. And red is getting some war galleys and some longboats out. But the problem is, blue has so much more navy than you do, and he has the counter to anything you can put out. And why are you going to build war galleys when you can build longboats? Ugh. Getting the farming upgrade though, and you really need to mass whatever you're trying to do. Run away with one of them. Okay, some longboats coming out. Maybe it was a misclick. I don't know. All right, cleaned up those 2. He's got 8 ships now. Blue finally made it to castle, getting his navy upgrades. And honestly, if red was going to try and fight navy, he needs to like try and get as much value out of being in castle age first, and take out as many ships from blue while they're still feudal ships. And he needs to try and hit and run. Yeah. Oh, too late. The castle upgrades are in. And he's going to have to fall back. That's just too much. Didn't even get the kill. Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon. But that's just... those 2 ships go down for nothing. 3. Oh. That was a waste. He needs more docks. If you're going to contest water control, you need more docks. How many docks does blue have? 3. He's got 3, but he already has a standing navy. You've got 2, and not a lot of navy. You need more docks. And you really should just prioritize longboats. Hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. And if possible, maybe a castle on the edge and try and draw them under your castle fire. Let them fight at a disadvantage. Eee. Blue taking a really good engagement here. And that combination of fire ships versus, well, with the war galleys in the back is really working out. Blue also just trickling the longboats out. Really should let them get stocked up in the dock and free them all at once. Getting another TC. Once again, I don't like it. It's exposed. You can easily rage your town centers. Build them over here. Gotta protect your villagers and protect your farms. The villager count's really even though, 44 to 43. But the score tells another story. That's the 12 to 31 KD. And the caravels are in. Told you we'd see them again. If you're Portuguese playing against any civ really, but especially the Vikings, it just makes sense. And oh, the last remnants of Red's tiny little navy get cleaned up by these 3 forgotten fire ships. And what did I say? What did I say? All that wood, that 60 wood you built these farms each, and this mill, just a waste. And you probably lost some villagers too. Buying food. Okay, so he's getting careening. Gonna make his ships a little stronger. Did get a relic. 53 villagers to 48, so... And he calls the GG? Oh. He calls the GG. Well, that was well played by the Lou Dog. Really controlled the water there. And I think Red's mistake was just contesting water. You know you're going to lose water unless Blue's micro is just really bad. And so what your best bet was to do is to try and land. Find a good spot to land and just wipe out Blue's base. Because you look at it. He's got, what, 4 farmers? And only 48 villagers. So he's going heavy on fishing ships. Let's see. No, I guess not too heavy. 6 villagers. But that was a lot of his food coming in. Doesn't have a whole lot of food stocked away. Only 70. So, yeah, I think a solid landing could have really shaken things up. And if you really slowed his eco down on land, that would give you a chance to amass longboats, maybe get some demo ships in. So when he sends those fire ships in after you, demo time, baby. And you could really have reclaimed water eventually. But that is not going to happen here. And it's GG for the Lou Dog. All right, guys. Till next time.